We talked a lot yesterday about Shemar Kirk, the Juco wide receiver from Reedley College, who had just a really productive season, productive 2 seasons at Reedley College. As a freshman at Reedley, he had 45 catches for 782 yards and 8 touchdowns. As a sophomore last year, he had 31 receptions for 664 yards and 7 touchdowns, including a 90-yard touchdown. But he's also got a really compelling backstory. Like, you could do a TV movie about this guy, or you could write like a book. Does anyone read books? Yeah, I guess people read books. You could write a book about this dude. Huge shout out and kudos to Matt Shodell from Kane Sport, because he had a conversation with Shemar, and he got like the background on his life that I hadn't seen anywhere else. Because all I knew about Shemar Kirk was that he really likes Miami. He's intrigued by Miami. He actually started his visit yesterday, and it goes through Saturday. And I knew that he was, super productive in junior college, and he put up great numbers and all that. I didn't know the journey that this young man has come through to get to this point. So he was telling Shodell that, like, he was really immature, in his words, during high school, and he didn't play football every year. Like, there were a couple of years where he just chose not to play on the team. He was doing other stuff. And then he joined his high school football team again in the senior season. And by then, I guess he just didn't have enough time to get traction with colleges. He didn't have enough film out there. Skipping the junior season hurt him. So instead of playing college football right away, this dude goes into the workforce, Shodell writes. He worked security for 2 years at a Nissan automobile assembly plant in Smyrna, Tennessee. So despite the fact that this guy had a 4.4 40-yard dash, he ran a 4.4 on record. This dude was working security at a Nissan plant. He said the job was 5 a.m. till 1 p.m. every day. I'd wake up at 4 a.m., he said. I thought I'd wind up working security someday for my brother, Shedrick Kirk, who played in the USFL. He was able, though, to get in touch with the people at Reedley College to get a second chance at football, because Reedley was recruiting his stepbrother. So that kind of opened the door for Shemar, and Shemar was able to try out, get on the team, and then he just ended up being, one of these men amongst boys at the Juco level, like one of those players who just stand out, and you can tell, like, eventually this guy is going to end up in Division I or Power 5, and that's what he's looking to do now. So listen, obviously he had, by his own admission, maturity issues in high school, didn't take his goals and his football seriously enough at that point. It sounds like he's come to the light, and football is now something he takes very, very seriously, and working on his own skills and improvement, he takes it incredibly seriously. So I think it'd be a cool story if he winds up on Miami. Hopefully, throughout the next couple of days and the next several hours, we'll figure out how that visit is going for Shemar Kirk. But I love a good underdog story.